Good morning, dear students. I, Vijayalakshmi, welcome you all to Rishikul Online School. Today we will discuss Part 2, The Black Aeroplane, from the book First Flight. It is the second part of Two Stories About Flying, Chapter 3. So today we'll talk about Black Aeroplane, Lecture 2. So come on, let's start. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. I looked at the compass. I couldn't believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. It would not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. I tried the radio. Paris control? Paris control, can you hear me? There was no answer. Now see what happened. When he reached 150 kilometers away from Paris, he saw a huge black ominous cloud ahead of him. It was like dark mountain. He was unable to rise up and fly over it, and he did not have sufficient fuel to circle around either south or north of it. He was keen to reach home for a rich England breakfast, so he decided not to go back. He took the risk and flew his Dakota straight into the cloud. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass. I could not see where I was. I was lost in the storm. Then in the black clouds quite near me, I saw another aeroplane. It had no lights on its wings, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face turn toward me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. "Follow me," he was saying. "Follow me. He knows that I am lost." I thought, he is trying to help me. Now, dear students, what happened? Suddenly, when he found that his radio was also dead, he was lost in storm. Suddenly, he saw a black aeroplane flying next to the Dakota. The pilot of this plane turned to him, signaled to follow. He turned his plane slowly towards north and flew ahead of him. He turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota, so that it would be easier for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. After an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. Now there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. Now, as I told you earlier also, the author followed the guidance of this black aeroplane like an obedient child. Both the planes flew for half an hour when the author noted that his fuel would last just for 5 or 10 minutes. He was terrified. Now there was only enough fuel in old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes. I was starting to feel frightened again. But then he started to go down and I followed through the storm. Suddenly I came out of the cloud and saw two long straight lines of lights in front of me. It was a runway, an airport. I was safe. I turned to look for my friends in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anywhere. Now he was terrified, but just then he found his guide pilot going down. This relieved him, and all of a sudden he came out of a stormy cloud and saw two straight lines of light ahead of him. It was a runway. He turned around to look for his guide but couldn't find him anywhere. The black aeroplane had suddenly disappeared. It was a mystery.